Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the complex world of corporate finance. And I've got a spicy little earnings report from Iron Mountain for you today. Get ready to dive into their latest financial results and see if this company is truly soaring or just holding its ground. Let's get straight to the heart of the matter. Iron Mountain Incorporated just dropped their report for the third quarter of 2025, and like any good detective, we need to see what the numbers are telling us. Before we jump in, if you find value in breaking down these corporate documents, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss future episodes. And hey, we've got a thriving community discussing these very topics over on our Discord, link in the description below. Scroll the 5th of November 2025 Iron Mountain Inc. scroll. So this is a current report, essentially an announcement that the company issued on the 5th of November of 2025. Think of it as their way of telling Wall Street about what happened specifically in the third quarter that ended the 30th of September of the same year. It is not a super detailed deep dive like a full annual report, but it gives us the essential highlights and some important context. Scroll securities registered pursuant to Section 12 bar of the Act. Title of each class, trading symbols, name of each exchange on which registered Scroll. Just a quick note for context. Iron Mountain Incorporated. You'll see them traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Under the ticker symbol IRM, this is a pretty standard piece of information you find at the beginning of these reports. It just confirms what and where their main stock is traded. Scrollatum 2.02 results of operations and financial condition. Scroll. Alright, now we're getting to the juicy part. This section is all about how the company is performing. Iron Mountain released an earnings press release and some supplemental financial information. They also likely used a slide presentation for their earnings call, and copies of all these documents are being furnished with this report. It is where companies lay out their financial wins or losses for a specific period. Scroll third quarter 2025 earnings press release, furnished herewith. Scroll, this is the primary document where they announce their earnings. It is like the official announcement to the public, usually filled with highlights, management commentary, and the key financial figures. They're not saying these are officially filed in a way that makes them liable for every single number under Section 18 of the Exchange Act, but it is still the core of their public financial disclosure for the period. Scroll third quarter 2025 supplemental financial information. Furnished herewith Scroll. This would likely include more detailed tables, and perhaps some additional data points that didn't fit neatly into the press release. It is the kind of stuff investors and analysts pore over to get a clearer picture beyond the headlines. Iron Mountain operates in an interesting space, primarily known for records and information management, but they've been expanding into areas like data centers and cloud services too. So how they are performing across these different segments as they evolve is key. And seeing Barry Heitman sign off as Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer tells us this report is officially sanctioned by the company's financial leadership. It is a stamp of approval, indicating management stands behind these numbers. Now let's look at what this actually means for Iron Mountain. While specific tables aren't displayed in this part of the filing, the context provided implies they've released their earnings for the third quarter of 2025. Based on how these reports are structured, the press release and supplemental information they've furnished would contain the actual financial results. We're talking about revenue, profit, earnings, purse hair, and likely commentary on their operational performance and future outlook across their different business lines, which includes traditional records, storage, information destruction, and increasingly digital solutions and data centers. Think about it, Iron Mountain is a company that has been around for a long time, managing physical documents. But the world is going digital. So the real story here is how they are adapting. Are they successfully transitioning their vast physical infrastructure into a platform for digital storage and data management? Or are they stuck in the past? Their earnings report would tell us if their investments in areas like data centers are paying off, or if the decline in physical records is hurting them more than they let on. We'd be looking for growth in their digital services segment to offset any potential slowdown in their traditional offerings. For instance, if their revenue from data center services has doubled, that is a huge positive signal that their diversification strategy is working. Conversely, if their overall revenue is flat but their costs are going up significantly, it might suggest they're struggling to make their new ventures profitable or are facing intense competition. The supplemental financial information would be crucial here, detailing revenue breakdowns by segment. We'd see if the Iron Mountain people remember secure storage vaults is still the engine, or if the new digital services are becoming the star. When we look at a company like Iron Mountain, we are always asking, is this a steady ship weathering the storm of technological change? Or is it an old ship struggling to keep up with new, faster vessels? Their ability to generate cash, manage their debt, and invest wisely in growth areas like cloud storage and data centers will be the real indicators of their long-term health. We want to see a clear strategy and execution that shows they understand the future of information management is digital and high tech, not just paper in a box. With the rapid advancements in AI and data storage needs, a company that can securely and efficiently manage this digital deluge has a massive opportunity. So, to wrap this up, Iron Mountain's Q3 2025 earnings report is primarily a confirmation that they've released their financial results, and the details are in those furnished exhibits. The real story will be found by digging into those exhibits to see if their transition into a more digital, focused company is progressing successfully. Are they growing their new services fast enough to compensate for any shifts in their traditional business? That is the question we'll be looking to answer. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Iron Mountain appears to be navigating a significant industry shift. Their strengths lie in their established brand and vast infrastructure, which can be leveraged for new digital services. However, a notable risk is the pace of digital transformation and the intense competition in the data center and cloud storage market. Are they innovating fast enough to stay ahead? The key takeaway is whether their strategy is translating into tangible financial growth, particularly in their newer, higher growth segments. It's a classic case of an established player adapting to modern demands. Alright, that is our quick dive into the filing from Iron Mountain Incorporated. What is your take on their ongoing transformation and what these reports signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out and informs the algorithm that you want more content like this. And of course, subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings week after week. Don't forget to check out the Discord community in the description to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.